Hey, what's up guys, Zeke here, back again with another tips and tricks video. So for today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to have god tier movement. Now for those who've been following me for quite some time, you know that I don't really have that god tier movement. Mainly because I have low to medium sensitivity and I focus on aim more than movement. So I needed to call an expert in this category. I called Miney. If you guys don't know Miney, he is well known in the COD mobile community as the movement god. We asked him 5 different questions about how to have god tier movement, and we'll be breaking down his answers while adding our own insights into it. Alright, let's hop into tip number 1. First, let's talk about the basic settings. I said, hey Miney, what will you need to have better movement in terms of your settings? He said first, use tap to ADS. Don't use tap and hold because why waste one finger just for one button? And secondly, he said mid to high sensitivity, naturally. Because the lower your sensitivity, the harder it is for you to do those crazy movements. So he recommends using medium sensitivity and don't go too high, otherwise your aim will be very bad. Now my own thoughts on this based on my experience as a tap and hold ADS player. You can definitely still do movement. However, I do use 6-finger HUD and I can't say the same about the 4-finger HUD players. For those players that are struggling with their knife switching capabilities and think that their knife switching is slow even though they already have amped fast switch on their sniper loadouts, you might want to check this out in your basic settings. Just scroll down a bit and you'll see quick weapon switch. This will allow you to switch to your knife much faster. Give it a go if you haven't turned it on. Hopping into number 2 is what is the best sniper and gunsmith for movement. He said that the current best sniper for movement right now is Locust with fast switch and max ADS loadout naturally. And if you're going to use the DLQ, he suggests you have extended mag, OWC light suppressor, fast switch, and the rest ADS speed. As for the perks, we'll get into that in a bit. Tip number 3. He said use shipment hardpoint pubs is a good way to practice, and he does have a video showing his drills for shipment pubs. So make sure to check that out too. After trying this for 2 to 3 games, I did notice that my reaction time got slightly faster, and I was starting to get used to this high movement gameplay. So I approve. This was very helpful. People nowadays think that when you're grinding pubs, you're just wasting time, but honestly, I think you're practicing your crosshair placement and adjusting your fingers to your sensitivity and just getting that muscle memory kicking. Okay, let's move on to tip number 4. What perks will you want when going for an aggro sniper? You're gonna want lightweight, amped for all of your sniper classes. And I suggest, for the blue perk, just go dead silence. And number 5, learn how to aim first before you do movement. Naturally, people nowadays think that in order to be the best sniper, you have to focus first on your movement. Your movement's not gonna kill the enemies. It's gonna be your aim. Your movement is just buying you more time by making your enemies miss their shot so you can shoot back at the perfect time. Anyways, so I did try to get some gameplay with high movement with a sniper. However, I can only do so much with my low to medium sensitivity. If you're asking me why I didn't just switch to a higher sensitivity, I have already mastered my sensitivity and I don't really want to mess up my muscle memory. So keep this as a bonus tip. If you guys have good aim but don't have good movement but are already doing well enough yourself, you don't need the extra movement. So just because some players are flashier doesn't mean they're better. Anyways, let's hop into some gameplay of slightly more movement than the usual gameplay that I provide. If you guys learned something new, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It's free. And let's hop right into the gameplay.
Cha.